we're gonna do our thing.
Creed.
Yes, our creed. And okay, I have it. I'm gonna share it. It's been such a busy week. I didn't get to record. I said I was gonna record this, but I'll still do it. All right, are you ready?
Just give me a second. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so it's okay. So I am a thought leader and a change maker. I am an expert and I get paid like one. Friends, family, and strangers are recognizing me as the go-to person in my field. I am being interviewed by top influencers in my field as a subject matter expert. Top media outlets are featuring me for exposure. I make no excuses. I push through. I lead with love. I spread kindness. I take action. I stay focused. I'm determined to have the influence and income that I deserve. I step out of my comfort zone. I cannot experience new land from the comfort of my comfort zone. I love making money. I make money even when I'm not trying to.
I make more even when I'm not trying to.
Money comes to me easily. Money is within my reach. I have to, even if I have to look cheesy, I will. If I have to spend more money hiring tech people to help me get there quicker, I will. If I have to do endless amount of visibility tasks as directed by Olu, I will. I take responsibility that I have created the life I currently have due to my thoughts, actions, and energy. I release the pattern in me that has created lack of any kind in my life today. I have the power to shift my mindset and create new things that will serve me better by having faith and taking bold action. I believe that all things are possible for me, and I'm determined to make that belief my reality. I deserve success. I am dressed with strength and dignity. I am a wealth magnet. I am a profitable thought leader. So shall it be.
Amen.
All right. So, okay. So now I wanted to quickly talk about your routine. Now that you're back to work, what's your routine? What's your mindset routine? You know, and for some people, for me, because I'm a Christian, it has to do with, you know, prayers and all that. I'd like to hear what yours are, so that, you know, prayers, motivational speakers, and different things like that. I'd like to hear what your process is. It looks like you actually lost some weight.
Yeah,
it looks like you lost some weight
because of the loss of appetite, and have been drinking only.
Okay. Oh, I'll be praying for you. So tell me what your routine is.
Yes, so my routine was that I have it written, my new routine, but I couldn't because I was sick. So I'll be waking up at 3 a.m. and then I will have 1 hour to do my prayers, and then I need to read either the Bible or any motivationals. Like, it's an hour for myself. And then from 4 p.m. to 7, then I have to work on my businesses, whether I have to do assignments from Olu or any other thing business related.
Okay.
And then 7 to 8, that's the kids' time. I have to get them ready for school daycare. And then I start work at 8:30.
Okay. Okay.
8:30 till 4:30.
Okay.
And then after 4:30, it's the evening routine. And then I'll be going to bed at the same time with the kids so that I can wake up at 3 a.m.
Very
So
good.
basically,
What time is that?
So the kids goes to bed at 7:30. My plan, because it's not always that 7:30 they are sleeping, my plan is to be in bed by 9 p.m.
Okay.
Just
so
in case.
So you get, like 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, like 6, because 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 hours.
Okay. Okay.
I wanted to put it for 4, but then I said, no, I won't have enough time to work on my business.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. If you're able to go to work, to bed early, that looks like a good plan.
Yes.
That looks like a good plan, except for the fact that I don't see food and all of that in there.
Food?
Yeah. When do you?
Oh, that is after. That's after 4:30. That's where I said evening routine.
So what about like eating? When will you eat breakfast and?
Oh, breakfast. Okay, I did not mention that, but between 7 I will stop, and then it will be the kids. That's when I will start preparing whatever it's lunch, breakfast. So at that same time I eat with them. So don't laugh at me, but I eat when I'm feeding the kids. I never eat seated. I always up, drinking, taking my bread fast. That's how I have been doing it.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's normal. It's your mom.
So I understand. Never have time to sit and then really take my breakfast.
Yes. It's the season of life, So after a while, they'll be fine and they can do the thing by themselves. Okay.
Exactly.
So you wake up between the hours of 3 and so you didn't do that today. Today was supposed to be day 1, right?
Today was supposed to be day 1, yes.
Okay.
But I had to go. Anyways, even if I didn't have to go to see the COVID doctor, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyways. Yeah.
So what you would need to do is, the first few days is good to analyze and make sure and try to see if you need to adjust that plan.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I'm asking is I'd like to know your routine, but the main reason is I need your mindset to be up, to be, because if you're, adding work to your routine is it's a good thing because it makes you to realize why you're doing the work, the business. Okay. So that you can quickly let go of some of the work and do more of the business, right? But the fact is that depending on the kind of job that you do, it's going to require some more brain work, right?
Yes.
So you need to have a routine that helps you to shift your mindset so that you don't go down.
That's why I say it. Because this is it. I was thinking it's either I go to bed late, like after I put the kids to bed, I stay working late, but I said, no, I need my brain to be fresh in the morning, concentrate on the business. I want to try it, concentrate on the business first thing first, and then get lost into accounting after.
I like it. I like the plan. I it's similar to what I do, but it's but because me, I do, I have days that are church days, as a pastor. I work as a pastor and I have my business, so it's much easier, now that I've done it for a couple of years, I have a routine, right? But the routine, the one major thing that is very important is the mindset. Now, there is a file, I mean, it's a tool that I use personally. I created this tool for myself, and some of my clients I've had to give to them, but I'd like to know, during the 1 hour that you do your prayer and motivational, whatever it is that you're doing.
Exercise.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have anything that keeps you on track? Do you actually, before we do that, have you done that 1 hour every day for the last how many?
Yeah, I have been doing it, though it wasn't on regular times.
Okay.
So I have my Apple Watch. So I have to do at least my 30 minutes of workouts, whether it's outside, inside, and then so it's my 1 hour. I have to do all that, my 30 minutes workout, my reading, and then my prayer. Have been doing it, just that it wasn't on a regular, on a specific time. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good. But do you have any notes, anything that you journal, anything that shows that this is the last 1 month of my time?
I do, but I at some point I did, because I wanted to track my activities, because I gave myself like how do we call it, a goal, because I'm not a reader. I don't like to read books. So I have to make sure that I read at least 10 minutes per day. So I have it on Excel, but sometimes I don't fill it up.
Okay.
But I do have it. I have my tracker on Excel. Yes.
Okay. Very good. So I'd like to see that, and then I'll show you what I use. And it's a tool. So do you want to share your screen? I'm gonna stop sharing and allow you to.
Yeah, let me find it. So I'll go to Olu file, and then I think I have sent it to you before, no?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe you did.
Maybe. Okay, let's open it.
Look at it.
Let's see. Is it? Just bear with me.
No problem.
Thank you for waiting for me. It was.
You're very welcome. I know the first day is, and thank God I didn't book any other special meeting like right after. So it's good. It was just the one I had before that. Yeah.
Me, I never really thought about it. I never.
Yeah, because you're working from home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to all the setups and everything.
Yeah, and now, oh my gosh, where is it? I'm still, where did I put it? You see, when I told you that I don't fill it up every day, I can't even find but I will find it.
I know.
I can't even
your
find
phone. Do you use an iPhone, or what kind of phone
iPhone?
Do you use?
Yes, okay. iPhone.
Okay, I'll give you an idea. I'll show you what I do so that you would.
Okay, so I have it. Let me. But it's in French.
Okay. No problem.
But it's okay. Where is okay, perfect. Okay, so this is it. So it's red.
Yeah.
When I have done it, I have to put it in yellow or green. I do it.
Okay.
So this one, this is from Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
And it says wake up at 6, which I never did, because I always wake up at any time. I don't know. And then this is meditation. Do you say it in English?
Meditation.
Yeah. And then exercise. and then drink water because I don't drink enough water. So I had to put it on my things that I have to monitor. I even had to buy a bottle that has, and then work on the business at least 1 to 3 hours a day.
Okay.
Read at 10 pages of a book, and then have at least 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
But yeah, that is not going to be possible for now. But this was my my tracking, my daily tracking of what I do when I was on mat leave. Most of the time, I will do everything except that I will not wake up on the same time.
Okay.
But I will still do my meditation, my exercise, drink my water, maybe not enough, but I do. Work on my business, I do. Read, I do. Sometimes maybe not 10 pages. Yes, this is this is the one that I use.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just talk on this. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on this today is your mindset is extremely important. And I want us to focus on that so that because if your mindset is not good, a lot of things will slip away. Okay, and you will start dropping the balls on many grounds. Okay, so and I actually believe I may be wrong, but I believe that sometimes it's the mindset that also determines your health. Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, because I've had the problem before. I've had that kind of a thing before. As soon as I start going down in my mind, my immune system, I think the way it works is my immune system becomes lower and I'm not able to fight. The body is not able to fight whatever is coming. I've seen some researches that proves the same, but I'm not saying that it's all about mindset. So sometimes, you know, if COVID comes, you know, except for the fact that if your mindset is, you know, if your immune system is strong at that time, maybe you'll be able to fight and it won't push you down as much. Okay. And then if you're not sleeping, you would still, it's going to affect your health, you know, so it's not, that one is not mindset. Okay, so now because when you were on maternity leave, it was easier to find another time somewhere. That's why, you know, waking up may not have been easy at certain time. For this now, it may be a bit different, you know, because whatever it is, by 8:30, you have to start work. So you have to, you know, now when you say meditation for 10 minutes, what does that mean?
So it's mostly I will listen to those kind of motivational, those people that I follow, or I will read anything.
Okay.
That
okay. Okay. Okay.
I can read about how do I do? I have it's not a Bible, but it's a book that uses Bible verses. Okay. And then sometimes it can be that's what I use when I'm meditating. Sometimes it can talk about your business, about you. So that's what I use.
Okay. Okay. And then you do your exercise. While you're doing your exercise, what kind of exercise do you have? Do you sign up for something?
No, I have exercise that I have to do from my chiropractor.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So you do that regularly every day?
Yes, that's what I have to do.
Okay. Okay. And then water, and then so this is good. And then 10 pages of books, you know, of the book. Where do you find your books?
So that's what I was telling you, that I don't like books. So I have been listening to books.
Okay.
So I go on YouTube and then I listen to them.
Okay, very good. That's very good. That's one of my recommendations. Personally, I don't like reading as well. In short, I did a video a while ago that was telling people I don't like reading. And there's a book, there's a platform that I pay for. I pay like I think it's 120 every year. And it's a summary of books.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if there is a book that I want to read, I first of all go there and I find the summary. I listen to it. It takes me like 20 minutes to listen to one book. And sometimes I can read it and you know, I stay and write down and all those kind of things. But that's it. This is how I do my books. Now, if I want more than the summary that they've done, then I can buy the book.
Okay.
But I'll still buy the audio version. I'm not buying the book. You know, sometimes, you know, when it wasn't COVID, I will go to the library and see if the book is there, and then I'll bring it home and read through, you know. But it's I find that audio books are much easier for me to handle, and I'm able to get a lot more done. Okay.
Yeah.
I can send you, you know, but there are many books on YouTube as well. So
yes,
you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to pay for this, but this one I really love it because it saves me a lot of time. I just get it and I read it and I move on. And then sometimes I want to do some speaking, okay, and I'm looking for research, I'm looking for materials. I would just first check my app first of all before I go somewhere else. Okay, yeah, so I'll send you the video that I did about it so that you can see what it is, maybe later if you need it. Now, the other thing is, now for me, I've created a tool that helps me. Is there any automation in this?
No.
Okay, so you have to manually come in and add it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now stop sharing. Let me share. Let me find, I'm going to find mine and show you what I do on a daily basis. Okay. Okay, so here is mine. And so it's a Google, I call it my daily reflection. Okay. And it's actually a Google form. It's like a form that helps me to, it's like I'm just answering questions on it. Okay. Now I call it daily, and every year I do a new one. Okay. And you can see that, you know, I've done 6 this year. Okay. Now, the reason why I've not done a lot this year is, you know, beginning of the year, you know, you kind of just lazy and, you know, sleep like January 1st, 2nd, you sleep in the middle of the night, you sleep at 2, you know. So I didn't do those 2 or so days. I didn't do. And so this is it. And I put a picture of myself there because I want to be seeing myself and see, you know, we're ready for the day.
Picture.
Thank you. I like to see myself and say, you know what? You're the CEO. Let's get the day rolling. And that's the reason why I put this picture, because it's a reminder for me that you're a business lady. You don't have time to waste. You're gonna do, you know, there's so much to do. Okay.
So
now,
you do it the same way you prepare the questionnaire?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I prepared the questionnaire. So what I can do after this, I can share this with you so you can edit it to suit your own purpose. But this I do every single day.
Is it manual or you have like a reminder like on?
I'll show you. Okay. So it's manual, but I'll show you. So the first question that I ask myself is, you know, and these questions I've adapted them from different people that I've followed over the years. But these ones are so good for me for now. This is what I do every single day. I'll start with, what am I thankful for?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll just write something. Okay. Someday it could be Jemima, that Jemima is my client. You know, I just put it there. You know, and then, you know, it says, where did I read today? Okay. Now you will see that before I feel this, so when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is obviously I give thanks to God.
To God.
And most of the times it's either I get up and I go do my exercise, or I sit down in bed there and I take some time to just think and process and thank God. You know, just I have another notepad that I use, another note app that I use on my phone, that I journal what I think God thinks about me. Okay, that's usually the first thing that I do in the morning. I don't write that in here. Okay, and so after I've done that, I go to the Bible. I pick a portion of the Bible, I read it, and then that's when it now gets to this form. Okay, so by the time I get to here, I already said what I'm thankful for. What did I read today? I write what I read today. Most of the times, like 90% of the times, it's a verse in the Bible that I read, okay, or a portion of the Bible. But then I would now, but some other times it could be a book, but most of the times it's Bible. This one, what stood out to me in my reading today, that's when I now take one portion of it that stood out to me, okay? There was a time last year I was doing from January till I think like August last year, I was doing a proverb a day. So I'll start with Proverbs chapter 1, Proverbs chapter 2, and it matches with the day, you know. But by the time I did it till like August, I was tired of doing Proverbs. I left and I went to do something else, you know. So then when I read that chapter a day, I would look for one portion of it, one verse that really stood out to me. I'll write it out here so that I can remember it, okay, later. Now, this one says, what am I proud of that I did yesterday? Whatever it is, I write it in not so long statements. I just type it there. How did I lead people? I write it. How did I follow people? I write it. If I live yesterday over again, how would I change it? This is me learning from yesterday. So I'll put that. What lesson did I learn yesterday that I don't want to forget? Now, this one is very important because I want to have a bank of places where I put all my ideas, right? So this is where that comes to. Okay, and then I now do what's my goal for today. Now, most of the times I have all sorts of things that I do in a day. However, I'm going to put just three major goals that I want to achieve on that day. Okay, now let's look at the one that I filled today. Okay, so let's see. Thankful. Let's see. I want to go to individual and then I'm going to do the last one that I did. Okay. Okay. So what am I thankful for? Thankful for my sleep and my expertise. Okay. What did I read today? John 6, 1 to 22. Then 1 to 21. First, Jesus wasn't limited by lack. This was the story of him feeding 5,000 men and more. So he wasn't limited by lack. And then in fear, then there was also the second story of the disciples being on the boat and they saw Jesus walking on the water and they were afraid at first, but then they let Jesus in and the fear was gone. So I said, first, Jesus wasn't limited by lack. He was able to do what he wanted to do. And then in fear, look to Jesus and let him in to the boat. Okay. Now, the what am I proud of that I did yesterday? I didn't respond to Pastor Rose's comments about prayer cards. We had a meeting and somebody was, this is more like personal now. Somebody said something that would have triggered me before, that I would have felt like, why are you saying that, and I would have followed the conversation. I just decided, no, I'm not going to follow that conversation, and I just let it go. Okay, so that was that's one thing that I was proud that I did yesterday. How did I lead people? I led them to sing a new. So in church, I was in charge. I lead. We have a daily meeting, and I decided that I was going to use one of the pastors had recommended that we should be using songs that the teenagers like. Okay. Yeah. So this time around, I just, I led them, but for the older people, it was a weird song,
I can relate. I can relate.
So I just said, you know what, and so I led them to sing a song of Toby Mac. And how did I follow people? I used Pastor Patrick's recommendation for new songs. So this is linked together, right? Okay. If I leave yesterday over again, how would I change it? I'll spend more time to receive my 10K. Okay. So my goal is 10K month. Okay.
Okay.
And so and I had planned yesterday that I was going to spend some time to receive 10K, okay, to just receive it. Okay. And but I ended up not spending a lot of time because you know, one of my child friend was having birthday. I needed to help him go. We needed to go out to get the gift, and then I needed to spend some time to pray and you know, all sorts of things, you know. So that's, I would have spent more time there. What lesson did I learn yesterday that I don't want to forget? That there are layers, okay? There are layers of biases that are standing in my way of receiving from God, okay? So this is my own, what I learned yesterday that I don't want to forget. Now, you see, later on, when I need to, if I need to teach somewhere, or if I need to do a client meeting, or if I need to do a special talk somewhere. You see, this question right here is where is a bank that I can come and take a topic from, okay? Because I've already learned this, that there are layers of biases that are standing in my way of receiving from God. You know, the layers, you know, like the mindset thing that we were talking about, okay? And so this, I really like it because I want to always have it. Okay. Now, the next question is, what are my goals for today? Receive 10K with joy. Okay. And you're smiling.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I said amen.
Amen. Yeah. Find and make more friends on Facebook and message them. Okay. And then reach out to Colleen for pricing. So these are the three things that I scheduled today. Now, I've done different things today. I've done different meetings today. But I've done this. I've received this with joy.
Amen.
You know, and find more friends on Facebook. I did some part of it, but I'm still going to do some after this meeting. Okay.
How do you do that?
I just go to Facebook and I look around and see people that I like or in groups. I just ask them to be my friend.
Why? Because I see people that I don't know asking me to be their friend. I'm like, where do you know me?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly why. For somebody like you, if you're not interested, you will ignore it. For some other people, if they look at my profile and they like me, they will be my friend.
But why would you want those kind, like, I just want to understand, is it on a business level?
Business, yes, business. Business. Okay. You know, in my profile, it has a picture of this is what I do. Yes. Okay. So when you see me, you see, you check whether you're I'm the kind of person that you would like to have around you. Okay. So then they would, so that's the idea. And then we start conversations. You know, some conversations will lead to business, some others will just lead to friendship. Some others, you never know, it may lead to some collaboration, you know, whatever it is. And then after a while, if we're not, you know, there are many people on my Facebook that I don't even remember how I met them, you know. And then later we start talking and things happen, right? You know, so and then this one there's a girl that I'm supposed to be helping her to teach, and I want to give her the prize. She wants me to come and help her teach her group how to do better videos. So I need to give her my invoice for that. So you see, this is me, and I do this every single day. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like on my phone. Okay, on my phone. Let's see. Can you see my phone? Okay, you can see it. Okay, I have a meeting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, okay, so you see my screen, my phone here. Right here, do you see this one right here? This thing right here?
Yes.
Now, this one right here is that same form that I was just showing you.
Oh, how did it end up on the phone?
Exactly. So that's a very good question. So what it is when I give you the link to it, you go there on your iPhone, right? On Safari. When you click on it like this, okay, it brings you here. That's the same form, right?
Yes.
Okay. But then now when I want it to become like an app, what I do is I click this button, this one, This one to share.
I don't see it. No, I don't.
You know that, you see that one that says that is, you see arrow? Do you see this arrow?
Yes, yes.
This one right here. Okay, I click on it. When I click on it, okay, as if I want to share it with somebody, I go up and then I say add to, do you see add to bookmark, add to favorite, find
it's the first one.
Add to home screen. This
add
one.
Bookmark. Yeah, add to home.
No,
Okay.
This one. So if I click on it, right, like that, it's going to ask me, how do I want it to look? Daily Reflection 22, because that's the name of the form. And then it says, and then I click add. When I click add, it's going to put it there. Can you see that it came to add it to the bottom? I already have it, so I don't need it. So this is what I use to, and so first thing in the morning, what I do after doing my worship and prayer is I come here and I start and I journal. So it's really good. And then the way it works is once I open it, once I do the form and I submit, okay, what would happen is I set it up so that it sends me an email. So that I can also have it as you know, my to-do list. That's 3 things that I want to do. I can easily have access to it. So let's go to my email. So if you go to my email, you will see that I already have, you will see, it will say Google form. Okay, so you see at 7:16 a.m. this morning, I filled it, right? So I click on it and right there, it brings me back to that form. And I'm able to see everything that I wrote down, right? And I'm able to follow up and make sure that I do what I plan to do for today, right? See the last one, receive 10K with joy and all of that, right? So this is how this is my routine for the for this one. Now, because, you know, for me now, one other thing that I've added to my routine for the year, for the day this year, is last year I was doing 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. every day. I was praying. I would pray from 8 to 9. I would spend time praying because we have a Zoom thing on in my church that we pray. Each person just goes and you just sign in and you start praying. But I changed that this year. I put it to 5 o'clock for me. So between 5 and 6, I'm praying. Okay. However, because I did the whole of last year, I can't see your face anymore. Because I did the whole of last year, 8 o'clock, I'm used to praying at 8 o'clock. So now what I do is that 8 o'clock, I didn't put something else there. That's the time, you know, when I said I receive 10K, that's the time that I spend, I just listen to God. I'm not praying, I'm not telling anything, I'm not asking anything. I just put the music on and I just close my eyes and I meditate on the goodness of God and whatever idea God brings to my heart. Okay, now, most of the times, what I've planned that I was going to do that day, now because I do that before I do the meditation, right, the 1 hour, okay, what I do now is sometimes I would get some specific ideas on how to do some of those things that I plan to do for the day. So it's very efficient for me. It makes my mindset sharp. Like, for example, over the weekend, I was thinking there were some people that I had messaged and they didn't respond, and, you know, and my mindset was already going, you know, a little down. Okay? You know, but then when I read the scripture this morning and I realized that Jesus was not limited because there was no fish or bread that he was going to, you know, I remember, no, I'm not limited. I came up with a plan and I'm like, yeah, there's a way, there's always a way. There's always a way, you know. And so your mindset is very important, very important. So I like this because I don't have to go and type. For me, for some reason, I prefer filling forms than opening Excel, you know, to fill it into, you know. So I don't know if it's going to work now. For me, I've used this form I put this on my phone like this. I think it was 2019.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 2020. So every year, when at the end of last year, I created a new one. I just copy, make some changes. The design will be different, and then I will just, delete the last one, add the new one. Okay, so I've done it for almost like 4 or 5 years on the phone. Now, prior to doing it on the phone, I was doing it on the website. I would, before I knew that I could put it on my phone like that, I knew I had a place where I copied the link and I would just go and click on the link and I would do it. Okay. I've done that since, I would say, 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's become a habit, it's just it's just a habit. But habits are developed, you just make up your mind. That's why I would prefer, I won't say go and use exactly this one. I will want you to use it, but with your own customization.
Okay.
So but for me, it works very well. It works very well. But you can see that I'm not tracking water that I drink. I'm not tracking, the way I do my water, though I don't finish the thing. I have a 3-liter gallon behind me here inside the room here. And I have a kettle there. So every time I would take the 3-liter, I pour in the kettle and I start refilling in this, and I try to finish this, and then I go for more, I finish it, I go for more, So am I drinking 3 liters a day? Not necessarily. Some days, yes. Some days, no. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me, I can hardly drink one. Hardly.
Okay. So the reason why I have this is with the straw cup, I'm able to drink more. So I drink a lot more because there's a straw.
Yeah, you sip.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you don't have a straw cup, because for me, I drink a lot of water, because as soon as there's water, I just drink it, and it feels in my brain, it feels like I'm drinking something special because the straw is there. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't add anything. Some people will say add lemon. I don't add anything. I just drink water. But now, because it's hot season, it's warm water that I drink. When it's cold, normal season, I would drink, bless you. When it's normal season, I would drink the normal water. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that. And I wanted to make sure, because again, your mindset is extremely important. Baby steps are okay, but I want you to get into a routine, because as the CEO, like today now, I just hired another guy last week, and I was trying to get him to do some work. Then I remembered that, oh no, when I entered into the store, the place where he needs to do his work today, I realized that he was going to spend hours, and I'm paying per hour, right? He's going to spend a lot of hours on it, and then I realized, oh, I better do some work before he gets there. Okay, so I quickly, rename some of the files so that by the time he gets there, it's not going to be. Okay, so that he doesn't, by the time he gets there, he doesn't spend hours trying to do what I don't want to pay him to do that work that I did today, So I did that, and by the time he gets there, it would move faster. Okay, and then, so all of these things, if you're not on your game, you're going to be wasting a lot of money. You're going to be wasting a lot of time. You're going to be wasting a lot of, things that you're supposed to be doing. So that's that. Now, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I sent you the names that I had from last time.
Yes. So
for
that's what
the group and shows. And I had started to create my Facebook page.
Okay.
But like with let me show you. With anything, like I don't have a name for now.
Okay.
So basically that's
what you've been. Yeah.
I have to finish it when we pick the name.
Okay. That's
And
good. We can actually work on, let me share my screen and then I'll show you what you
oh,
have.
okay. You're going to share
Yeah.
screen. Okay.
Yeah. So you said financial freedom through house flipping in Canada. Okay. And then you said we
flippers in Canada.
Flippers in Canada.
We do not.
I know. Okay, so we flippers. I really like that. I like we flippers. Sounds good. Or extra income. So let me give you a convention, okay, for naming your group. Okay?
The group, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just look at what I have. Okay, so what I have is video like a pro community.
Yeah.
Okay. And it explains exactly what it is. Home flippers in Canada. Home flippers in Canada can bring in people that are like the people that you're in that other group with.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
But we don't want those ones.
No.
We want it to show that it's also about people that are looking to increase their income, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do is let's do flippers or home flippers. Let's see what flippers would bring. And when I do search, okay, so look at there's something called flippers. I guess that's what all of this is. When I do search like that on Facebook, I would also do group. Do you see group right here? So it says Real Estate Flipping Ontario. That's the one. Resellers, research group, flippers, sellers, thrift, and buyers. Not. Okay, look at women flipping houses.
Okay. I almost used that one, that name.
Okay. so that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Now look at their copy. It says, are you a total beginner lost in the Google Sea of how to get started flipping houses? Join us. This group is for wholehearted women who are okay. Let's even open it.
I almost used that.
Yeah, you're going to learn from this group. Okay, who wants to build a smart, sustainable house flipping business in the United States, or just a single house? Okay, just flip it. You can copy exactly.
I love you. This is how you are, coach. You know what? I told you that I was the last time I spent too many hours trying to find groups. I never found this one.
So this is that's why you're paying me to do this for you.
Yeah.
So this is, look at the way she did it. She said the flipress Debbie DeBerry. Okay, you just copy exact. Look at it. Please join if you're a woman who is heart-driven, positive-minded, eager to learn and share. This is not for you. If you are, of course, you don't copy exact, you try to change it. This group is safe to hang out away from naysayers. There's a group, blah, 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 I'd like you to write your own copy from this, okay? And then, you can see there are 9,000 people there.
That's good. I love it.
Yeah. So let's see. Then look at this one. It says first-time flippers. Now, first-time flippers is a bit more general. I prefer women flipping houses.
Yes.
And then you put in Canada in brackets.
Yes. I wanted to say I wanted to use the word like a powerful, influential women.
Yeah, no, don't do that for now. Let's just do women flipping houses, Canada.
Oh, women flipping houses, and then I add Canada.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Women flipping houses in Canada, or just in brackets Canada.
Canada, yes.
Yeah. So, and then, you're just going to put it, and then you're going to try to use what this person wrote, but don't use exact, so that when people, see it, this person may go after you if you have exact name and exact copy.
Yes. But
so
I shouldn't join the group, huh? Because
no, you don't
they
need
will
to
see
join
what
the
I'm
group.
doing.
Yeah, you don't need to join the group. This one is too close to join the group. You can join this one, except if you're not going to be using their name and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can join the others, fix and flippers, you can join first time flippers, you can join flippers, you can join, join all of these ones if you want to. Don't join everything at once, you don't need to. But then, yes, the other day also, when I was, there was something I found that I said I was going to show you. On YouTube, it was, it's been a while that I saw it, and I can't remember if I kept it.
Flippers. Say Women House Flippers, it's the name?
Women Flipping Houses.
I want Flipping Houses. Okay, I want to search for it before. So I have it here. Yes, okay, perfect. I have it.
Okay, so it's this guy. This guy, okay, flipping houses using 100%
other people's money. Yes.
So I saw, you see me, I was looking at all, that day we talked. I watch, flipping.
Yeah,
right?
that lady too, I follow
her. So let me open this one, and then I'm going to show you something in his information. Okay, so I'm not going to listen. And if you go down to where is it? Description. He talks about his, number one, he has 1,200 people. Okay.
There are many on YouTube.
I told, see?
That's why I said I should have a YouTube.
Maybe. I can't remember if it was that one or this one. There was one of them that said you can join my class. Okay. It says, let's go into your, don't have money. Okay. Private one-on-one consultation, discuss your real estate question, how to get your financial. Okay. Let me see if it's this one. There was one of them that said, you can buy my course or something like that. Okay. So see, look at this, 30 minutes, 279. So that's just to give you an idea of what's happening in the market that you're in. Okay. Now, because you're still new, you may not be able to charge $295, for your thing. Okay. Now, this one, it says get into real estate. These are some of the things that you can also have. Okay, look at it. Real estate beginners course. This one. Okay. $299.
Oh.
Okay. So you can take a look at all of this. And once you begin to, once you open these are enough content that you can start creating, okay, in your own group. So if you join, like for example, I can join it. And once so now this is very important. When you're joining, it says your membership is pending. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to copy this.
Oh, because we use the same, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You are a genius.
Thank God.
Really, Facebook, it's itself, it's a lot of knowledge. Like it's not a small thing.
No, there's a lot of things that you can do with Facebook, and a lot of people don't know, and there are many people that think, oh, anybody that is doing anything online is a scammer. It's not it's not true. Now you know that it's not a scamming thing. So now when people come to join, you ask them, you can choose one of the options. So it says all questions must be answered. Okay. Yes, I'm a beginner and fit into this group for, never mind, I just want DIY info. Never mind, I just want wholesaling flippers contract info. Never mind, I want info on fixing my own house. Never mind, I'm a pro house flipper beyond stage beginner. Okay, now these people, they are not your people, but you can still let them in.
I'm
What's
not
your best
seeing
email
your
address?
screen. I don't know.
Okay. Actually, let me just go back here so you can see. It says the first question is, all questions must be answered. This group is for beginner women starting a house flipping business.
Yeah.
Not about wholesaling, not about DIY renovation, not about showing slow flipping your house. Okay.
Yes.
Are you this group for?
Yeah.
Are you who this group is for? Yes, I'm a beginner and fit who this group is for, right? So if I click on that, and but if I click on any of this, they will not let me in.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your best email address and send you Andy Dandy blah blah blah. I'm gonna put an email address. And that's
how investors fund fix and flip deals without using their own cash. Okay.
Very good. See, this is something that you can be giving people. Right? Okay. Now you will create your own. We're not gonna take their own. You create your own. Okay. We specialize in coaching women to start growing highly impactful, profitable house flipping business. What's your time frame for starting this? Okay. Never mind, I'm just hanging out. 2 years away from any action. Okay. 6 months, and all of that. I would say 2 years so that they don't start bugging me. Okay, I agree with the rule, and that's it. And then I'm gonna just click on submit, and then inside it, when I get inside, we can start to see some of the things that we're talking about. So this is so when you're creating your own group, you can just use. We already found the name for your group. Now for your page, okay, what I would also do is I would do flippers like that. Okay, and then but this time around I'm gonna see if I can find pages.
Okay.
Yeah. So curl flippers, all these are not actually the names. Okay, freedom flippers. Okay, this is one, right? So let's see what this is about. It says we're just 2 hours. We're just two regular guys who were tired of working 9 to 5, being a slave to money. There's more to life and having a check, blah, blah, blah. So we started flipping used books. Can you imagine? Haven't looked back. Can you imagine? Okay, so you can use exactly the same one.
For houses.
You understand? Freedom flippers, maybe not freedom flippers. You can use, the reason why, like you said, can you use Esdiva? Esdiva is a brand. It's not, nobody knows what it means.
Okay.
You understand? So if you say Esdiva, I don't mind you using it, but the problem is it's just going to be hocus pocus in the eyes of the people that, that are seeing it. So, but when you say freedom flippers, or we were saying something about psychedelic women, elite flippers, or, something like that, use a word that you want people to see, or purposeful flippers. Okay?
Yeah, because my page is already
living a life of purpose. Yeah.
Let me show you my page is already, that's the name that I gave it for now.
Okay.
Because that's my my new, how do we call it? You have ideas. Me, I'm not good with content creation.
I know. I've been doing content creation since 2012 when I left Investors Group.
You see? So me, when you ask me to find a name of these, I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I going to start from? So this is what it looks like for now.
Okay.
But I said,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Purposefully. Okay. So I would say purposeful flippers, or purpose-driven flippers, or why did you say at a jazz and
That's nothing. That's don't laugh at me.
Yeah, so it's better to use, again, it's still the same. If you look at those people now, you will see that their own will be at Freedom Flippers,
Yes.
you know, so that anytime you do videos or you go anywhere, you can say, find us at Purpose Flippers. Okay.
Purpose. We call it purpose.
I don't know if I want to say purposeful flippers isn't it? It's not easy. It's not smooth to say.
No.
Flipping, and we can't say flipping purples because we don't want to flip purples. Let me see, what other word can we use as, wait, let me see. I'm going to open my dictionary and then I'm going to see.
Mother hustler.
Mother hustler.
Mother hustler flipper.
Hey, no, I don't like that name.
No?
No. What's the name? Purples. Let me see if there's any other word for purples that we can adapt.
Or I can give it the same name as the group, no?
Yeah. But it's better when it's a bit different. Let's see. Let me see. Let me go back to that woman's group and see what it is that she uses as the page name. Let me see. The flip press. The flip press. You understand? The name
are you sharing your screen?
Okay,
You're not.
Okay,
the free press? The
flip press. So like, so if you go to the group, okay,
oh,
you see the name of the people, you'll find it here. So this is the person, the owner.
Oh, the Flipstress.
Yeah, that's her website, and it's at theflippress.com. So I'm gonna open her page and say celebrating our houses. This is her. The last post was in 2000 and it was in December.
So I should even put my pictures here, or my project
you should
pictures.
put your pictures. Yeah, put your project pictures on your page, and you can start to talk. How flipping transcends the house itself. Very good, very good. All right, so this is it. This is good. So you can do this, and you just play around to see what she does and see if it fits into what you're trying to do.
So this is her page.
This is her page. This is her page. Can you see? She said at the Flipstress. So it's more like a seamstress, like a sewing lady or a mistress, Flipstress. Yeah. So she said she created the word. Okay. So for you, it's nice when you have flip.
I can put it in French.
Okay. But are you only trying to get French people?
No, just to make it.
Especially because you're in Ontario.
Flippers, just to make it.
How did they say it in French?
Flippers. So it will be F-L-I-P-P.
Okay.
F-L-I-P-P. E-U-S-E-S.
E-U-S-E-S. No, don't do that.
No.
Like for me now, I won't remember that. except if your people are more French. If your people are more French and you want to do more French, then you can use this name.
No, because I don't even know who is going to join. I would say mostly English.
Yeah, because you're mostly targeting Ontario, right? So I would say the flipper, the flipping mom.
The flipping mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The flipping wife.
Flipping mom. I don't like wife.
Okay. The flipping mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Anyway, you can, I'm sure a name will come. Okay. I'm sure a name will come. Yeah. But try to look at it from the point of, I want people to remember it with ease. And then when you start to do the at something, I would have said the purposeful flipper, but it's each time I'm saying it, it's like I'm the purposeful flipper. You know, it takes it's a mouthful. But the purposeful flipper would have also worked. The purposeful flipper, but it's also long. Okay. Yes. Purposeful flipper. Purposeful flipper is not bad. Purposeful flipper. Purposeful flipper. Hello, this is Jemima from the Purposeful Flipper. Okay, so it's still, you see, it's not smooth. Hi everyone, this is Jemima from the Purposeful Flipper, you know, but you can get used to it. You can get used to saying it, you know. So it's not bad. It's not bad, especially because you already have the purpose thing going. Okay, the purposeful flipper. Hi, Hi, this is Jemima from the purple. Hi, this is Jemima from the Purposeful Flipper. Welcome to blah blah blah. You know, so it's good. It sounds good, but it's not as perfect. But you never know. It's let me see if I can find any synonym to.
Can I confuse you for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I was thinking, just give me a second.
Inspired. The inspired. The aspired. Elite.
I'm back.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you. You see how this logo, or the how do we call it? The I forgot the name. You see this? How do we call
the
it?
Profile name? The profile photo?
No, on the top, the one.
This one, the banner?
The banner, yes. Okay. So I like this. And then when I was working on this the last time, I was thinking reaching out to African communities. You see how it says for what did it like for whatever impact? I don't know what it says for bigger impact or whatever. I was thinking like there are many people in the diaspora. They have the capabilities. Like I was like, why should be the Indians who are so powerful with them? Like they are into, why can't we? So I wanted to put it in the way where I want to bring the African community to have like a bigger impact, because I know they can. Most of them, they have houses, they can do it. But maybe and then I tried to join African, like Canadian groups, but I couldn't find any useful information from those groups.
Yeah, now you would be, now that you know how to find groups, you would be able to find more. I like that. I like the, you know, the Africa, in short, you can put it in your, but maybe at the beginning, I don't know, because we don't know who are your ideal people yet. So I wouldn't want to only target Africans yet. Maybe I would want immigrants. I don't know, but you can go with the mindset of people that were not born here. So immigrants, okay. But So for example, here it says teaching women the business of flipping houses for bigger impacts and profits. Okay, but maybe there's a way we can add teaching immigrant women. Okay, you know, so that way you already have your niche. Okay, but then the question is, if you're at work and you meet a friend of yours that is interested, you already cut them out. They're not immigrants.
They're not immigrants.
So I think the best way to do this right now, since you're starting from scratch, I would want to just leave it blank for now, because we've already niched down by just saying we want families of people that already have homes and all those kind of things. We don't want to cut a lot of people. However, when you start to do your training, you can start talking, you know, about immigrants. You know, the truth of the matter is you will attract more immigrants because you're an immigrant, at least at the beginning. Okay, but I don't want to limit it. Now, when you now say, for example, you want to do, you can go, like I go to different organizations and I would say, you know, I can come and teach your people to do whatever. You can start targeting some of those people and say, you know, Indians are the ones that are taking over the whole Canada. What are we doing? You know, and that would be a strong message that you would bring to them there. But in your page, I don't want you to specify yet until we see that there's a huge market in the immigrant community.
I see.
So
but
right now,
I will still put it's a women flipping. So we keep
exactly.
And anyways, that's what we said, that we should target women.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So flipping women, I mean, women flipping houses, you know. So you see the way she said when she was naming her thing, she said the flippers dash women flipping houses. So for example, when you say the purposeful flippers, you bring the name of your group again. Women flipping houses, Canada.
Okay.
Women flipping houses in Canada. Okay. And some days, maybe later, you can say, you know, today is French day, you know, tomorrow is English, you know, like when you start getting in there, you see what vibe you're getting. You can answer, you know, because you are bilingual perfectly, you know, so you can say, I'm catering for English people on this day, French people on this day, you know, you can do that. Okay. So this is, so I'd like you to, now, don't forget that, you know, once after you've done your naming, you want to start talking to people.
The naming of the page?
Of the group, of the group and the page.
The group and the page.
Yeah. So once you do that, you just want to, as soon as possible, you want to start talking to real people and bringing them into your group. Bringing more people into your group. and once you start bringing people into your group, you need to start teaching them. Okay, that's where all your ideas and topics that we come up with, you start
the doing. People that I bring in the group, are the people that I know they are ideal clients only. Okay, like the one who responded to my questionnaire, I can bring her in the group, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then the question is, what questions do you have? You know, you would begin to teach her for free. Yeah.
Oh, so I'll be like teaching them for free in the group.
For now, exactly. For now, exactly. And then, you know, remember the 30 days to this thing, that's where that will now starts. When you now start to teach them, you can go back through that material and look through. Day one, you start, so you bring them in and then you start teaching them. And then you now say, what do they need? That's where the masterclass comes in. Okay, I have a friend. She's a lady. She would be interested into doing it, but the husband has been being the one who is no. Should I bring her in the group? Because I know it's been like 2 years that she wanted to do it. The husband doesn't want. That's okay. Bring her in. Okay. Remember, there was a time Alain didn't want you to do some of these things. Yes. So it's okay. She needs to come in and you start to do, you know, the content that you'll be doing for her is what can you be doing now until your husband is on board?
Okay.
So those are some of the things that you would, just guide her to do.
Okay. So I have 3 people then.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And so the best way to do this is start to talk to, when you bring them into the group, then when they are coming in, you give them those questionnaires before they come in so that they fill the form again. This one that you just saw her.
Oh, so I post the questionnaire again.
Before somebody can join your group, you put a question, some 3 questions that they have to fill.
Yes.
So they put their email, they put their what they want, and just I will send you the one that I copied from this lady. Adjust it, and then you can adjust it, their time frame, and then to follow. Make sure they say they will follow the rules. Okay.
But you are going to be part of the group.
Yes, I can come in.
So that you can monitor what I'm doing.
So that I can see. I will not monitor. I'm not your assistant.
Not my assistant, but you are my guider. Like,
yes, I usually do that with VIP clients.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, so my bad.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But I can come in too and see what you're doing. Just point you in 1 or 2 directions, because right now it's just you, so you can
maximize. At some point I will be VIP. Don't worry.
I believe.
I trust God.
I believe. I believe. Yeah. And part of the thing, like my guy that I just hired is going to make my work even easier with the VIP, because then, they would be using him as well to do some of the work that, like design and all of those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's it for today.
So I'm going to finish my page and my group.
Okay.
And then use the other group, the other one, the one that we found. And then I'm going to use those questions with the one that I had in my questionnaire to let them in. I don't know, to qualify them.
Exactly.
And then I will, before I invite my people, I should show you what I did.
Exactly. Invite me to the group so that I go through the process.
Okay. Very good.
Very good. Is there anything else?
Yeah, not a question, but you remember you asked me to do the limiting thoughts and the limitless thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know if something that you want to see, or if you just
want to see.
Do
yeah. I want you to do the exercise so that it will help you, but you can share with me if you want to.
Yeah. So there is what I did a few days ago. I lost it because my laptop wasn't plugged. And then I lost, how do I say it? It shut off. And then I haven't saved anything. So I lost. So I had to do again.
Are you using Microsoft Word or something?
Yes.
Oh, are you using? Don't use Microsoft Word to do any work. Nobody does that anymore these days.
What do you do? The Google
yeah,
Sheet.
Google Sheets.
Yes.
Google Doc.
Google Doc.
Google Doc. Yeah.
I have a lot of catch up to do. I'm really behind when it comes to.
Yeah, because the thing dies like this is gone. You don't want that to happen. You want to be working on, you have constant internet. It's not, you're not in Africa that you're trying to, so it's better to use Google Doc for Word documents, Google Sheets for Excel, and so that anything you do, it stays online. You don't lose
online. I will do that. Thank you for that. Because you see how, and then you see, I always have my, don't laugh at me. It's about to die again.
Your internet, your battery.
Yes.
Very good. People don't believe in digital products. People buy other products online. Why not me? Very good.
So
So you said people buy other people's online products. Why not me? Exactly. And you can even say, even I have bought other people's products.
Yes,
right?
that's true.
So you can, it's
Shopify.
Yeah. Well, the brain, this one says, I'm scared I might look cheesy.
Oh, I might look like as
a fraud.
A fraud. Yeah, that's what I didn't finish the yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the brain can learn anything. Very good. Anything I teach it. Yeah. Then it says, do I really have quality information worth being monetized? Nowadays, others are selling their knowledge online. Why not me? And then you can say, I have done this for how many years? Okay. And I have made so much from flipping. So there are people that are still where I was. Even the little that I know will help them. You understand? It's the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
I should stop underestimating my knowledge.
And you can even say, even Olu is not as knowledgeable as me in this. Right? You know, just put it, you know. So
even Olu is not as
knowledgeable in it as me, you know. So just put it so that, you know, you need to remind yourself that this is the truth. It's not, I'm not making it up.
Yeah, but though I don't know why I have that. I feel like, I don't know why I'm scared of myself. Maybe because it's a big thing. I don't know.
No, it's a thing that, you know, in the world that we live in right now, things happen so fast. Okay, things happen really fast now that anything you feel like I should do, you're thinking, I need to be able to become Oprah tomorrow.
Yeah.
But Oprah didn't become Oprah overnight.
In one day, yeah.
It took her years before she got to that. You know, my son started drawing again. He's always been drawing, but even him is beginning to have that fear of, oh, it's not, you know, he's like, he wants it to happen like tomorrow. But it has to take time. Look at.
Yeah. Wow. Which one of the boys?
The small one, Damilola.
Wow.
He's doing very well, but he's too slow for him. He feels like he should be like the ones you see on YouTube, you know. But I'm like, no, you have to take it easy. It's practice every day that makes you, you know, get better, you know. So it's but because of the fact that we see a lot of people that are already made online, we feel we have to do it fast, but it takes time, and that's why some of these limiting thoughts will come, because they will start comparing you with that person you saw yesterday.
Exactly.
But you're not them, you're just starting. And if you're just starting, when you started learning how to walk, it took you how many months of falling down and rising up and falling down and rising up, you know. And so practice. Okay,
that's true. What you said is true. Okay.
Very good. Very good. So anytime another thought comes that is limiting, come and add it here, and don't move until you've added limitless thought to it. Okay.
So this is the people that I find that they know way too much in this thing. I feel like I shouldn't be talking.
No, don't worry.
And this is the reason why I'm shy. I say,
yeah.
If they find out that I have a business, talking about their business,
I
when
know.
they know that I know very little, they are the one teaching me, they will say, are you not a scam?
Exactly. No, it's not a scam. It's not a scam. Because they can't, some of the people that you are able to connect with today, they don't have time for those people anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, they don't have time because they are doing very well. They don't care. Like this guy that said, buy my $200 thing. He doesn't care whether you buy the thing, but the truth of the matter is it will still get people buying. However, what would happen is what happened to you in that course, the Amazon thing that you bought, that they have mass number of people that are not getting results.
Yeah.
They are selling, but the people are not getting the results. It's just a few people that are getting the results.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to now go and help those people like you that are in that course. You want to give them, you have more time. You can spend 1 hour with them on the phone. That's how it is for me. There are people that, you know, my own coaches, they don't have time for beginners, right? They don't have the patience. In short, they'll tell me, they don't have the patience for beginners.
Yeah.
Right? But the beginner still needs to be helped.
Exactly. And that's another market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But because of the fact that when you're working with beginners, you can only charge a little. You know, when you're working with people that are already making a lot of money, you can charge a lot because they can see why they are paying you, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's a bit harder to start. You know, for you right now, it looks like but you have to go through the process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
You're very welcome. And I'll see you by God's grace, same time next week. Noon. It's gonna be at noon, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Let's hope by then everything will be fixed, right? I will have started my regular schedule.
Exactly. Yeah, you definitely will have.
Yeah, I'm waiting for their phone. They are not done yet because that's why I spent the whole time with the IT. My manager wasn't happy that they are not ready.